Now that August is over, let's tally up and see how we spent $13,385.97. Stay tuned. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Budgeting Over 40. I'm Melissa, and we are going to wrap up our spending and income for the month of August. Now, as much as I don't want to sit down and go over these numbers with you guys, I need to face the truth, and we are going to talk about them. So, as you could see here, we are in YNAB. We are on the spending breakdown tab, and you could see the total amount that we've spent here. Like I mentioned, $13,385.97 across all our categories. Now, before I get into that, let me talk about the income that we brought in the month of August. So here on the income versus expense tab, it's listing all the income sources that we had in the month of August. It's totaling $8,911.97. First one that's up is cashback and rewards for $90.46. Google came in at 1 penny. So I do want to tell you guys thank you so much for getting me to monetization status. I did receive that at the end of July. I set up my Google AdSense account. They deposited a penny to be able to show that the account is set up. So I do want to tell you guys thank you so much for getting me there. And I also ask you guys to watch the ads when they do pop up, because any income that is generated from this YouTube channel will be helping us out to pay off our massive amount of debts that we have. And I do want to tell you thank you in advance. Hubby did transfer in $2,467. That is less than what I expected, but he will be making that up in the month of September. And you guys will see when we do our paycheck allocations. Monthly interest across all our accounts, $4.72. My paychecks came in at $4,967.54. Side hustle, $6.74. And this is from Ko-Fi. So I do want to tell you guys thank you so much for everyone who have gone over to my Ko-Fi page and purchased a spreadsheet. If you are not familiar, I do have a small Ko-Fi page. There's not much on there. I do list the spreadsheets that I use for my budget forecast. So if you are interested, go ahead and click on the link in the description of this video. SSI benefits $1,375.50. For, like I mentioned before, the total income $8,911.97. Now we're going to jump back over to the spending breakdown to show how we spent all this money and then some. Our biggest category group that we spent in was home expenses. This came in at 24% of the $13,000 that we've spent. It totaled $3,148.54. Our first one up is rent for $2,500. Cell phone is $274.24. Propane is $151.30. The electric is $134, and the internet came in at $89. Now, other than the propane, everything is a standard fixed bill that we pay monthly. Our next category group is debt. This is 19% of the total spent, $2,545.62. Now, before I get into the numbers of what is listed here, I have to tell you that YNAB does not include past credit card expenses. So I did pay money towards my credit cards. It was $25 towards my Apple Card, $67 towards my Mattress Firm card, and my Discover card got $645. That's a total of $737 that's not being reflected here. But what you can see is my personal loan got $1,151.04. The auto loan got $939.23. Affirm got $415.35, and the student loan got its minimum payment of $40. Now, these as well are all the standard minimum payments that I pay towards my debt every month. Our next category is my babies, and this one is a big one for the month of August. 18% of the total spent for a total of $2,360.08. Now, this is way more than I usually spend on my babies, but a little bit of different stuff happened in the month of August and we had to cover them. So first up is fund money and allowance for $625. Now the majority of this is for extra babysitting that we needed at the end of camp. Camp ran from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., but because of our work schedule, we needed some extra help. And thankfully, one of the counselors at the camp was able to stay with the kids there. He didn't have to move, and he did baseball drills with my two littles. So we did have to pay him, and most of this money here did go to that. So this is something that we're going to have to plan for next year. Child support came in at 526. Clothes and shoes. This is for them to go back to school. Spent $416.99, but it is not including any back to school shopping that I did. Now, for me, that's two different categories. Everything that I buy that is clothes and shoes go in the clothes and shoes category. Anything for back to school. So this is backpacks, lunch containers. This is also lunch bags, pencils, erasers, folders. My son needed a pack of composition rule papers to go to school. He is now in fifth grade. So they require different things. My little one needed glue sticks, erasers, pencils, a pencil box. They needed all that stuff. That went into the back to school category for $277.09. Braces for $225. Babysitter came in at $220. We did have to utilize her at the end of August. This was the last week of August. School started on September 2nd. So camp got over on the 22nd of August and we needed help that week. So she was able to help us out. We paid her $220. Summer camp and activities, $40, and haircuts, $30. Our next group is food, and goodness me, you guys. Please tell me I'm not the only one that spent this much in food in the month of August. This is 17% of the total spent for 2000, oh my God, $2,305.44. You guys, this is unbelievable. Please drop me a comment down below and let me know if you guys did spend over budget. You may not have spent this much, but if you were over your grocery budget or food budget in the month of August, I would love to know because this is craziness. This is by far the most money we've spent on groceries and consumable or just food in general in any given month that I've been documenting. So groceries and consumables came in at $2,022.91, and dining out came in at $282.53. So in the groceries and consumable category, this is anything that we consume in the household. So groceries and also laundry products, dishwashing liquid, body wash, shampoo and conditioner, that all go under groceries and consumable. And boy, did we need a lot of stuff in the month of August. So for September, I'm hoping to cut this down a lot lower than this amount. I will be meal planning and I'm also going to be shopping in the bulk stores. So BJ's and Costco. I may even visit Walmart and see what we can do to cut this money or this grocery or food spending down. So, you guys, let me know. Was I the only one? Because it can't be. Our next category is wellness. 16% of the total spent. It is a total of $2,166.88. Now, you guys have heard about the dental expense for $2,100. This is to complete the implant that I did start last year, September of 2024. So it is complete. I still have a little bit of balance on my Apple Card to pay off for the dental expense, but it is complete and I'm thankful. Medical copay came in at $50 and prescription came in at $16.88. Next category group that's up is cars. This is 3% of the total spent, a total amount of $446.83. This is not bad. Our car insurance came in at $251.80, and the fuel under 200 for 195 and 3 cents. Now this is very good to look at, and I'm happy that we're able to cut down the fuel. So with all the driving that I've done in the month of August between going to work, running the kids to camp and picking them up, we didn't spend over $200, and I'm happy. Next category group that's up is subscriptions for 2% of the total spent, $322.01. Now, one thing that did change here in the month of August is Amazon Prime. I did sign up for the annual subscription for $151.16. I was not expecting for it to be this much. My budget was $145, but those taxes, you guys, hiked it up from the $139, that's the base price, to $151.16. Now, next is Microsoft 365. This one was due, the annual payment was due in the month of August for $108.73. Peloton standard 44, iCloud storage $9.99, HP Inc. $5.97, and Google Cloud $2.16. So these two on the bottom, the HP Inc. and Google Cloud, I'm looking to make those annual subscriptions as well, that I don't have to pay them monthly. I will be paying those yearly, and that's something that will be happening in the month of September. Our next category group is personal. I didn't do much for myself in the month of September. This is less than 1% of the total spent, $67.69. I did spend $58.85 in pocket money. Braids and things got $8.84. And attire came down to zero because I did order something from Amazon. I sent it back. So it's showing zero because the money was refunded. I don't know why it's putting it here, even though it's a zero balance. That's weird. Next category group is gifts and giving. Less than 1% of the total spent as well for $22.35. Now, Friendsgiving here, my partner at work is very sick, and I did bring her flowers at home when I visited. $17.35 was what I paid, and tips at the barbershop for $5. Not too bad. Next category group is family. So I did spend $8.49 in the around the house, which is less than 1% of the total spent. And I think this was buying, actually, this was from Staples. What did I buy at Staples for around the house? I don't remember, but whatever it was, I bought it from Staples for $8.49. This is the spending breakdown for the month of August. Let's jump back over to the income versus expense tab. And I don't even want to look at this. I haven't looked at it yet, you guys, but we're going to take a look at the net income. So let's go down to the bottom. And this is going to be ridiculous because if we only brought in $8,000 and we spent 13, that means our net income is in the red. $4,474 even. That's so weird that it's an even amount. So even though we are closing out the month of August with a negative net income, yes, we did carry over a part of the dental expense into September. Yes, we spent over $2,000 in food. And yes, we were over budget on many of our categories. But I am still considering this month a win. If you haven't seen my debt update for the end of August, go ahead. I invite you to take a look. That video should be linked at the end of this one. Please go ahead and watch that video. It will further clarify why this month is a win for us. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye now.